Good morning, Miss Beth and friends. I'm Yulina 105 and my friend Jira 108 and Patrick 112. So we will present our presentation. The topic is the use of quizzes in improving student grammar understanding through self-assessment. This is table of contents. Number 1, introduction. 2, discussion and findings. 3, critical responses and values. 4, conclusion. First, introduction. Purpose. Present a practical way of self-assessment by making use of quizzes feature to improve student grammar understanding. In general, by analyzing the student's score derived from 3 quizzes they self-assess, most of the students saw an improvement. It was divided from the score differences starting from the first until the third quiz. Self-assessment with quizzes has given positive impact to student grammar understanding. With regard to a few students that fully successful in self-assessment might be related to the limitation of quizzes, which does not provide discussion forum feature to enable students progressively constructing content and knowledge collaboratively. And then, background. The use of ICT to facilitate student learning effectively. The use of ICT based in education have developed since mid-20th century, promoting e-learning as the alternative tool facilitating student learning. There are 4 points. Number 1, self-assessment. There are 3 pivotal factors to accuracy and reliability of self-assessment. Should take into account training, feedback, and clear criteria. Students need to be taught how to do self-assessment in terms of stating a clear concept of their learning goals, identifying criteria which are strengths and weaknesses, and procedures. Number 2, formative feedback. The quality of formative feedback influences the success of a student to do self-assessment as emphasized. By analyzing the 3 phases of conducting self-assessment, consisting of pre, while, and post, giving feedback on student performance in pre-self-assessment is pivotal. Number 3, gamified quizzes. Quizizz is a gamified online tool which helps students check their knowledge and progress in learning. Number 4, quizzes and its features. The main feature of quizzes playing a big role in this study are timely feedback, review section, repeat the test, and take a new quiz. The content of feedback of quizzes consists of game summary and performance state, followed by the review section. Students are able to review each question, in which correct answer for each question can also be revealed. To activate student understanding after review, they can repeat the test with the same, yet randomized question.
2. Discussion and findings. First, we will discuss about the practice of self-assessment with quizzes. Second, the improvement of students' grammar understanding. The practice of self-assessment with quizzes. First, pre-self-assessment. Students learn quizzes features and how to use it for self-assessment. During this part, teacher will assist the student and help them understand about quizzes features and the formative feedbacks that they will receive later on and how to use it for their self-assessment. Second, while self-assessment. Students do the quizzes, after that they receive its formative feedbacks and do self-assessment. During this part, teacher will not accompany the student and the student will develop their own understanding. Third, post-self-assessment. Students voluntarily do another quiz or replay the quiz after they understand their strength and weakness from doing the self-assessment. So, it's turned out after the pre-self-assessment and while self-assessment, students already know how to develop the self-assessment. After they have known their rank, their strength, and their weakness, they voluntarily do another quizzes or replay the quizzes. The improvement of students' grammar understanding. First, improvement from first quiz to second quiz 9%. Second, improvement from second quiz to third quiz 41%. It's shown the success of the practice of self-assessment with quizzes. So after the student have done the self-assessment, they will voluntarily do another quizzes or retake the quizzes. And when they have done retaken the quiz or they have finished another new quiz, their understanding is improving. The first attempt they will improve for around 9%, and on their second attempt they will improve around 41%. 3. Critical responses and values. Critical comments. We support the use of quizzes to improve students' understanding through self-assessment. First reason, quizzes provide formative feedback to facilitate self-assessment. We have already known the result from the practice of self-assessment with quizzes. It's shown the improvement of students' grammar understanding. So it's really great to have quizzes that can provide formative feedback to facilitate the student self-assessment. Second reason, teachers have limited time to give detailed feedback to every student. As we have already known, teachers have a very limited time. But every student need a detailed feedback. And with the use of quizzes, the student can receive formative feedback real time after they have done their quiz. And it's really great. Third reason, self-assessment skills. It means the students learn to be independent learners and improve on their own. It's really great because the students can evaluate themselves and be an independent learner.
Our suggestion: the teacher should do not fully rely on the gamified quizzes. In this case, teacher must give the material directly to the student. Giving explanation directly to the student without using the quizzes make student absorb the material better than just only with quizzes. Because explanation from the teacher make the student will know the basic and not just know about the answer. Values from reading. First, gamified. How to use gamified quizzes to develop self-assessment skills. Students will assess themselves and they can develop and improve their skill of knowledge. Second, sensitivity. How to develop sensitivity in the trend of learning style, especially using ICT. Student and teacher will learn how to use technology for learning and teaching process, so they can improve their technology literacy. Third, self-assessment. How to do self-assessment. Student can know what is self-assessment after they know about their ability. Conclusion. Technology can make learning and teaching activities work better, like using quizzes for some tasks. But the role of teacher is needed because the explanation of the material which given by teacher can make student learn not only about the answer of the question but also the basic knowledge. This is the end of our presentation. If you have some question, feel free to ask us in the commentary column. Don't forget to wash your hand. Thank you.